Meet Chris and Very Cross. They are shareholder employees of the IT company Crossed Wires Limited. Trevor is the company accountant. He's an expert when it comes to tax. Chris and Very travel frequently for work to meet with investors, clients and to attend conferences. So they buy 2 cars for their business. Chris thinks that if they sign-write their vehicles, they won't have to pay tax on the use of them. Very isn't sure that this is the case. Trevor is here to help clear things up.
What do you reckon, Trevor?
First, it helps to understand a bit about fringe benefit tax, or FBT. Salary or wages paid to employees are taxed as PAYE. Having the use of a car isn't salary or wages, so it isn't taxed as PAYE. To make things fair, if you provide an employee with a non-cash benefit, it's taxed as FBT. The general rule for FBT is if you provide an employee with a motor vehicle and it's also made available for private use, then FBT is payable. It doesn't matter whether the vehicle is sign-written.
But if the vehicle isn't used, there's no FBT to pay, right?
This is a really important point. FBT focuses on whether you make the vehicle available for private use. It means FBT can apply even when the vehicle isn't actually used privately. A vehicle is made available when the employee has access to the vehicle and permission to use it for private purposes.
Back to Chris and Very's situation. Chris and Very agree that her car will only be available for business purposes, and Chris's car for both business and private purposes. So while the cars are identical, the FBT treatment is very different. Let's check if FBT applies to Chris's car.
What do you reckon, Trevor?
Chris takes the car home each night, so he has access to the vehicle. Chris and Very agreed Chris can use the vehicle for whatever he likes, so he has permission too. Since Chris has both access to the car and permission to use it privately, it's made available to him and FBT applies.
What about Very's car? Does Crossed Wires have to pay FBT?
What do you reckon, Trevor?
Very leaves her car at work overnight and only uses it for business travel. Very has a letter from Crossed Wires to confirm she's not allowed to use it for personal travel. Because Very doesn't have both access to the car and permission to use it for private purposes, it isn't made available to her and there's no FBT to pay. It helps that Very has her own transport too. She doesn't need to use the car privately.
So remember, if an employee is given access to a work vehicle and permission to use it privately, FBT applies.
For more information about FBT, go to the IRD website. You can check out the whole Crossed Wires stories and interpretation. Look for the search keyword interpretations.